everyone! Today in this video we are going to deal with feelings and problems in friendships. At language exams and in Hungary, for example, at the final exam, students often get a writing task where they have to write about a conflict between friends or family members. It is required that you give your personal opinion, you write about your previous experience and give advice. A lot of students have problems writing about conflicts and solutions. So today I'm going to teach you some useful expressions, some phrasal verbs even, that you can use to enrich your writing or even your speaking. At the end of this video, I will give you an exercise with gapped sentences, so stay with me for further practice. So let's start with the expressions that you can use when you get this kind of task. First of all, the word advice is an uncountable noun. This is where Hungarian students typically make a mistake. Uncountable nouns don't take the plural s at the end. Advice can only be countable in cases where you talk about legal advice or some specific business advice, but they don't really occur at language exams. So if we talk about helping a friend in trouble, you give your ideas, then advice is uncountable. This is very important. An example sentence: Stephen gave me some good advice. Next thing, if you give advice, it's important that someone listens to you really. And the word is take advice, okay? It means when you do what other people suggest, okay? Take advice. An example sentence: I tried to talk to my friend, but he didn't take my advice. Happens. Number 3, turn a blind eye to. Typically a source of conflicts. Turn a blind eye to something means that you know about a problem, but you pretend not to know about it because simply you don't want to deal with it. You're lazy. So an example sentence: please don't turn a blind eye to what is happening. Now, when your friendship is in a good period, normally you confide in your best friend. Confide in, which means you can tell your secrets, your feelings to your best friend, but because you trust them, they don't tell it to anyone. In the sentence, Harry is a really good friend. I always confide in him whenever I have a problem. Next one, be on the same wavelength, which means that you agree with your friend on most of the things, you share the same opinion. An example sentence: me and my sister have always been on the same wavelength about everything. Such an ideal situation. When there is disagreement in a friendship, you can say we don't see eye to eye. Don't see eye to eye with. It means you don't agree, you don't share the same opinion. And an example sentence: his father and I don't see eye to eye about his decision to drop out of college. Next one is when things turn serious, you fall out. Fall out is a phrasal verb. It can mean a lot of different things, but when we talk about a relationship, it can mean that you argue with someone so much that you stop talking to each other. What a pity. Example sentence: she fell out with her best friend over money issues. But you can always make it up. So make it up or make up can also mean a lot of different things. It's a phrasal verb, and in this situation it means that you forgive and you are friendly again with each other, you talk to each other. So example sentence: we argue a lot, but in the end we always make it up somehow. And now let's see the exercises. I will give you sentences with a gap, and of course you have to fill out the gaps with one of the expressions that I just taught you. First one: my colleague didn't with me about how to tell our clients about the problem. And the solution: see eye to eye. My colleague didn't see eye to eye with me about the thing. Next one: she used in her sister whenever she had a problem. Solution: confide. She used to confide in her sister whenever she had a problem. Next one. Did you and talk to an expert? Solution. Take my advice. Did you take my advice? Next sentence. Kate and Luke often share the same opinion about things in life. They are always about everything. On the same wavelength. They are always on the same wavelength about everything. Next sentence. Now here you need two things. Her brothers over their parents' house and didn't speak to each other, but after a year they met and agreed on the main points. Fell out and made it up. Her brothers fell out over their parents' house and they made it up and agreed on the main points. Last sentence. I don't think we should to the issue of homelessness in this city. It's high time the government did something about it. And the solution? Turn a blind eye. I don't think we should turn a blind eye to the issue of homelessness. Now everyone, I hope you enjoyed learning new expressions. I'm sure that they can enrich your writing or even your speaking. Feel free to use them. You can watch this video again if you want to practice more. And please give me a like and subscribe if you found my video useful. And I will come back later with similar material. So thank you for watching and I wish you good luck with your exams. Goodbye.